Wisconsin Supreme Court race, a battle for justice and democracy. April 1st, 2025, was a day of high stakes and intense political drama, especially in Wisconsin, where voters made their voices heard in a Supreme Court election that will shape the state's judicial future for years to come. A victory for justice. Crawford declares courts not for sale. Judge Susan Crawford emerged victorious, defeating conservative opponent Brad Schimel in a race that captured national attention. Standing before an enthusiastic crowd, Crawford declared, "Today, Wisconsinites stood strong against an unprecedented attack on our democracy and fair elections. Justice does not have a price. Our courts are not for sale." Though she did not name Elon Musk outright, her words carried weight. Musk had poured millions into Schimel's campaign in an attempt to tilt the scales, but the people of Wisconsin pushed back. "As a little girl in Chippewa Falls, I never imagined I'd be taking on the richest man in the world for justice in Wisconsin, and winning," Crawford exclaimed, greeted by roaring cheers from her supporters. In a gracious concession, Schimel called Crawford to acknowledge her victory. "I want to thank him for his sportsmanship, and I wish him and his family well," she added. To close the night, Crawford left the audience with a powerful quote from the late Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. "Democracy cannot flourish amid fear. Liberty cannot bloom amid hate. Justice cannot take root among rage. America must get to work." Her words resonated deeply, capturing the moment's significance. Trump's attorney nominee faces opposition. Meanwhile, in Washington, Senate Democrats are drawing a line in the sand. Senator Adam Schiff has placed a hold on President Trump's nominee for U.S. Attorney, Ed Martin. Schiff minced no words, stating, "Ed Martin has torn down the firewalls between the White House and the Justice Department. Confirming him would be a decision every senator would come to regret. It would threaten the rights of Americans from all walks of life." Martin's nomination has been controversial from the start. Known for his involvement in the Stop the Steal movement and his defense of Capitol rioters, Martin is currently serving as interim U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C. His tenure has already sparked criticism for firing prosecutors handling January 6 cases and for reportedly pressuring law schools to abandon diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The battle over his confirmation is just beginning, but Democrats are making it clear they won't back down. Wisconsin GOP downplays Supreme Court loss. Following Crawford's win, Wisconsin GOP Chair Brad Schimel attempted to separate the race from the broader political landscape. "I don't see this as a reflection of the November 2024 election," he said. "If I reacted to every twist and turn, I'd be in a chiropractor's office every day." Schimel pointed to Elon Musk's campaign efforts in Wisconsin, saying his visit to support Schimel was a positive overall, though some impacts we may never fully measure. He shifted focus to the GOP's success in passing a referendum to enshrine voter ID laws in the state's constitution, an effort that passed overwhelmingly. But the reality is undeniable. Wisconsin, a crucial battleground state, remains unpredictable as Trump's second term unfolds. Crawford's win. A blow to Trump and Musk? Crawford's victory wasn't just a judicial win, it was a political statement. With Trump's endorsement and Musk's deep pockets backing Schimel, the race became a test of their influence. Despite the nonpartisan label, this election saw unprecedented spending, making it the most expensive judicial contest in U.S. history. Pro-Schimel ads painted Crawford as soft on crime, while pro-Crawford ads slammed Schimel's extreme stance on Wisconsin's 1849 abortion ban. The results? Wisconsin voters rejected Musk's influence in Trump's pick, keeping the court's liberal majority intact. For Democrats, it's a promising sign heading into the midterms. Cory Booker's epic speech, a record-breaking stand for justice over in the Senate, Democratic Senator Cory Booker made history with a speech that lasted longer than any other in the chamber's records, surpassing even the infamous filibuster of the 1957 Civil Rights Act by Strom Thurmond. Booker revealed his intense preparation. "I fasted and dehydrated myself to ensure I wouldn't have to take a break. As the hours passed, muscle cramps set in, but he pressed on, determined to use his voice for change. Reactions were mixed. Some Republicans dismissed it as made-for-TV politics, while others, like Senator Lisa Murkowski, admired his determination. It's one thing to stand for 24 hours, but to remain coherent and passionate? That's impressive, she said. Wisconsin's Supreme Court race, the bigger picture. As polls closed, it became clear that this race wasn't just about one seat. It was about shaping.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.